So I'm being dragged behind a sailboat in the middle of the Mediterranean. We're sailing, folks. It's a great place, but now it's Mother Nature who decides our fate. Watch out, we're heading to Spain. 200? A boat means a problem a day. We end up being really close to that crap. We really shouldn't hit it. We lost. Sort it out. Come on, go ahead. Come on, let's go. We're in a dangerous spot here. Won't go there anymore. Go! It's weird, it's exciting. I'm in the... Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. We planned to do something wild on a catamaran, but they refused to rent it to us. Too many tourists are causing chaos in the sea. It's getting out of hand in the south. So here we are with John Jimmy, who's working on the ropes for us. I'm the boss. That's right, isn't it? No, he's just untangling knots. We're casting off Jimmy's 9-meter beast. An old sailboat from the 1960s. And we're going to have a little fun in this bay. We'll show you everything. There's a mainsail on a furler there. We've also got a small Genoa on a furler. A little sun so we don't melt out here. We'll be joined by Celine, Jimmy, and our camera woman Sandra, whom you've seen on the channel. She works at Morgan Explore and handles camera work, secretarial tasks, even prints clothes. She does it all. She's incredible. There you go. Time to get the big boat going. The engine is warming up now. And to hoist the sails and we'll meet at sea, folks. Let's go, we're leaving the berth. It's always a bit tense with sailboats to get out of spots like this, because actually you end up nose to nose with the spots in front before you're outside. The boat is a bit longer than the spots, so the maneuver goes pretty smoothly. We have a good captain who knows his boat well. It'll be fine. And we're going to have a great time. I hope you're having a good vacation. I'm disappointed. We've spent 2 weeks planning to mess around, including a race on a sport catamaran. Here are some pictures. It was Obica 16. They're small, really nice boats that can reach crazy speeds even in light winds. There you go. And unfortunately for us, well, it might not happen this year. We're going to try to find another place where we can rent those. Hard to starboard. It would be stupid if we hit this pontoon. Hello. The Mediterranean is open to us. It's going to be amazing. I hope the wind picks up a bit. Normally they were forecasting a good 15 to 20 knots. Currently there's less than 5 knots of wind. With a sailboat and no wind, you're basically stranded. I have a motorboat, so I don't face that issue. We go 25 knots no matter the wind or the sea, but here we're going to be dependent on the wind and those little guys over there. Since it's acting up too, we may not be able to use it and might only have the Genoa. But oh well, with a Genoa we can already make pretty good progress, honestly. We're going to take the channel. So the channel is marked by red and green buoys. There. So when you leave a port, you'll always have the red on the right, so to starboard. And the green on the left to port. And when you enter the port, well, it's the opposite. You always have the green light, the green buoy to starboard, so on the right, and the red buoy to port on the left. This actually matches the navigation lights of a boat. You have the red light to port, the green light to starboard, to show position and direction, specifically where the boat is heading. So, I'm living dangerously at the front with little to hold on to. I just don't want to end up in the water, but at least the camera is waterproof. I packed light and only have a GoPro. Let's hope it doesn't overheat, because these cameras, once they're running, they can really soak up the sun, but we'll see. Anyway, the sea is incredibly calm. We're not on a perfectly flat sea, but close. The forecast is for waves around 0.6 to 0.8 meters. Which is very, very good. We often come to this little anchorage area actually with our boat. Ours is the one anchored over there. Because the water here is a bit stagnant, you see, near the beach. It easily reaches 28 or 30 degrees. In fact, it was 30 degrees there just 2 days ago. It's incredible. We were supposed to leave from there, where the kayaks are on the beach. In the back, you can see some buoys for the catamaran masts we should have rented. And normally we leave from here, except as you can see, the problem is we can't leave because of all these people here. Because they're actually clearly blocking the way, and since we're going out upwind, it's on a sport catamaran, there's no engine and we can't necessarily go in the direction we want. We're dependent on the wind in a sailboat. It's too dangerous to go out now, so they wouldn't let us leave. Even though Jimmy is an experienced sailor with a level 4 in sailing, has completed the courses and is licensed. So we could have gone 3 times, but they don't trust us. What can you do? They don't know us. And we haven't been here long, so it's okay. We're not losing hope. We'll find a rental place to do some crazy stuff with this thing, and if we don't find one, we'll end up buying one. Because honestly, I checked on Le Bon Coin, you can find them for $500 or $600. So if a brand is watching this video and wants to sponsor us with something like a Dart 18 or an OB 416, we're interested. Just saying, come on guys, hello, there you go, you heard the names. Okay, so if you have that available in the Mediterranean, around the Toulon area, we're interested. Apparently those things are pretty hard to find these days. There's another small anchoring spot here where we rarely go, because here we're around Ambiez Island, just to give you an idea. It's mostly shallow here, with some spots dropping from 3 meters to just 20 centimeters. So you can't really see them here, but you can totally run aground here. You need to prepare the Genoa sheets, and here we are, we're on deck. So the Genoa, it's not complicated. I'll try to explain it to you a little bit. So it's the sail, it's a head sail. So it's the sail we have right at the front of the boat there. It's attached to a furler, so it rolls up on itself to be stored. Now we're going to unfurl the Genoa. There we go, and the Genoa unfurls by pulling the sheet that's right here. There. Now we're going to trim it. Trimming means tightening the sail so it catches the wind properly. And once we're in the wind, we can cut the engine and we'll officially be under sail. Ha ha ha, it's incredible. That's it, yeah. There you go. We're under sail. So right now we're moving with the power of the wind. Only with this, I mean small Genoa, but actually it's still relatively big, the Genoa, because it pulls well even though the sail is pretty old. And there you go, that's it. We're under sail, folks. Mother Nature is the one deciding our fate now. You see, the sea is starting to pick up a bit as soon as we leave the bay. Yeah, when we leave the bay it gets rough right away. There's not much, you know, even if it's 0608. There you go, and the scenery goes by. I don't know, we must be at what, 3-4 knots? Only the force of the wind. It's crazy though. We're moving for free here. It's free, it's nice, it's free. Not like me with my engine that uses 25 liters of diesel per hour. Well, it's still very reasonable, you know, for an 8.5 meter motorboat, because there are some that use 80, even sometimes 200 liters per hour on this kind of boat, when you have two engines that are a bit, you know, powerful. Mine was repowered. Originally it had twin Volvo V8 gasoline engines, so two engines that each used 80 liters. I'll let you imagine the bill at the end of the season, and it was replaced by a big diesel engine that uses about 1/10 as much fuel and pushes just as fast, because it used to do 26 knots before with the two engines, and now we get 25 knots with just one engine. So in the end we only lost 1 knot, but we have an incredible savings, and it's better for the environment too, because our engine pollutes much less than 2 gasoline engines. And in the end it's not so bad for the planet, but maybe one day we'll go back to it, maybe we'll change boats. I'm really getting into sailing, but watch out. These are tourist rental boats driven by unlicensed people who may not know what they're doing. In any case, we're under sail, so we have the right of way over pretty much everyone normally, but there are people out there without a license at sea. So there you go. By the way, you should know that to sail a sailboat, you don't need a license. But I have a license. Yeah, we all have a license here. Except for Celine, but you don't officially need a license to sail a sailboat. It's absurd because you really need to know how to sail. Honestly, I think there should be a license for it. There's no license required unless your motorboat has over 6 horsepower. For motors under 6 horsepower or any sailboat, size doesn't matter. You don't need a license. So basically, you can sail a 30-meter mega yacht without a license, while for a small 6-meter motorboat with a 20 horsepower engine you need a license. Go figure. French law can be a bit strange sometimes. All you hear is the sound of the shrouds, halyards and sheets slapping against the masts. That's it, the sound of water and wind. Thank you. Man, this is nice. We're going to drift a bit, tack a few times, maybe go for a little swim. We'll show you a bit of this small area, the Baie du Brusque. Right now, we're in the Baie du Brusque. So it's the bay connecting Le Brusque, Sifour and the Pointe de la Cride. That point is called the Cride. There's a shallow area with strong winds and currents, and the sea often rises there. Behind the Cride you have the Bay of Sanary, the Bay of Bandol. If you go a little further over there, you'll find the Bay of Saint-Cyr-les-Lecs. Next, you can barely see the Bec de l'Aigle over there because it's shrouded in mist. By the way, we were there last week. We went all the way to Marseille, up to the Planier lighthouse. Planier. I didn't make a video, but something's in the works over there and coming soon. Behind is La Ciotat, and farther back is Marseille, just beyond the curve and out of sight because we're too far away. But what a joy it is to sail, folks. It's incredible. We're in calm waters. Well, except for Vamos. There's just a guy who just started his engine at full throttle over there. It's making a bit of noise. And us on the boat, we've got it made, you know. The gentle sound of the wind in the sail. Water laps against the hull. No way, look. Yes, I don't know. She's coming down with a bit of tension there. Look, the sailboat, you have to be careful. Here, you can easily end up with your butt in the water. No, not there, for God's sake. There you go. Come on, it's the wheel's turn. It's not possible. My cruel one. It's not. Come on. Bad, huh? It's free. She's not bad, huh? There you go, it's free. It's not bad, huh? The wind is nice. Where are we going to get a bit of wind tomorrow? Yeah, it's going to get windy, it is. It's going to get windy over there. Catch some wind over there. Catch some wind. So, how's that Genoa working? The little Genoa. Look at that. It's good there, it is. Go a little higher. Yeah, I think we barely have any sound. Yeah. I say luffing, so that's when you see the edge of the sail starting to flutter a little bit like that. That's what we call it. We call it luffing, like down below. When this problem occurs, we have a small line or cord to tighten. We need to tighten the sail's edge to stop it luffing so it feels better with wind. There you go, we're trimmed pretty well, we're not too bad. We're not experts either, you know, we're just sailing, that's it. You can see it clearly here, but I'm not sure how it'll look on the GoPro. Its stabilizer often makes things look super flat on camera, even when they aren't. But we've got a good 0.8. A bit of 0.8 there. But it's good, there's just a little, not much, but we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. We don't care about that. It's not a termite rat. That's it, it's nice and warm. They're penguins, you can feel the warm air. The thermal breeze isn't great because then you see you don't have any noise. Yeah, that's how it is. Look. The seabed. Right across, that's Le Brusque there, where you have Sifour, the Coudoulière, the port of the Coudoulière. Sifour is the large bay visible over there. This is the first sea-related video on this channel. There will be more, but not exclusively. There will be sailing videos, there will be some videos about motorboats. We're going to do some silly stuff too. Now that we have a reliable engine, after 3 years of problems with this one, and it was a gearbox that had a problem. It was the turbo alternator, then the exchangers, the starter, the water pump. Actually, just about everything got replaced, you see? Everything got replaced. We actually fixed everything. We spent 10 hours over 3 days exploring the calanques of Cassis, Marseille, and reached the Planier lighthouse. And since then, we've had a small leak, I mean, just a tiny leak. It's not a big deal. It's a gasket that costs 20 bucks to replace, but that's it. Still have to get your hands dirty. Anyway, with a boat, it's one day, one problem. If you're not ready to deal with that, never buy a boat. Yeah, don't even rent one because you'll have the same troubles. One day, one problem. That's how it is. It's 80% trouble for 20% pleasure. Let's hope today is part of the 20% that's fun. Yeah, because both he and I, we've definitely had our share of troubles. You see, Jimmy broke a rudder. Well, he bought the boat secondhand. The boat, he had everything redone. It was said to be in good shape, but everything needed to be redone. First of all the standing rigging, so that's all the ropes inside the mast, everything that's hidden for hoisting the sails, raising, lowering, all of that was changed. There was a guy who had to climb all the way up the mast with all the tricks and hassles. There you go. There was quite a bit of work that was done. He had to, unfortunately, change the entire propeller shaft. So the propeller shaft is what goes from the engine to the propeller. It's a shaft that makes the propeller turn. Everything was completely ruined. The propeller was bent in half. It was installed backwards. We couldn't understand why it was going faster in reverse than forward. The boat, you know, it didn't make any sense. I have to tell you that we brought this ship back from Le Lavandou. He bought the Harvest and wants to bring it back here to Les Oreillers. And we sorted it out. We should have sunk. We should have sunk. When we returned, the hold was full of water and the main engine was taking in liters of water. We were expecting a good wind. Everything was supposed to go well. We were supposed to get back from Vendée in 3 hours, but we got dead calm. Dead calm means there's no wind, you know. It's when you blow into the sails and nothing happens. That's dead calm. So, as a result, we did 6 hours on the engine to get back from Vendée. It was horrible. It was horrible. And the engine wasn't working. The propeller was bent. It was installed backwards and everything. But we didn't know any of that, you see. He found out when he took the boat out of the water. And that's it. The rudder broke, so we had to make a new one, fully relaminated in fiberglass. A mystical delusion. You see, it's when you buy a boat. The guy tells you it's ready to sail. 6 months later, you've put 10,000 bucks into it. Well, you see boats, so don't buy boats. Don't be like us. But there you go. You see, in the end, the TPR, well, now it's sailing. It's sailing well and doing fine. And just the mainsail, that's a bit annoying because it's worn out and so we don't take it out for the simple reason that actually we can't get it back in if we take it out, because we struggled last time. It took us 3 hours to roll it up. It's starting to come apart in spots, causing folds and getting stuck in the furler. It's worn out, really. And anyway, it's so used up that the wind goes right through it. In any case, it's almost completely ineffective, so even if we took it out, we wouldn't necessarily go any faster. We might gain 1 knot maybe. But well, so a knot, for those who don't know, yeah. I've been discussing nautical miles and knots with you for some time now. Well, it's not too complicated. We don't count in kilometers per hour or in kilometers. Distances are in nautical miles. 1 nautical mile is 1,852 meters.
Unless I'm mistaken, but I think that's it.
And 1 knot is 1.852 kilometers per hour. So actually, when we tell you we're at 2 knots, for example, well, we're almost at 4 kilometers per hour. At 5 knots, we're at about 8 kilometers per hour, I'd say. Right now, we must be doing 3 knots, so we're at about 5 kilometers per hour, upwind for free, so it's not bad. But still, we're moving forward. Because if you look, we left from way over there just 5 minutes ago. At sea, you don't need to go fast to go far. That's what's great about it. He's got his sails set. Well, yeah, he's moving faster than us. He's moving a bit faster than us, but at the same time, he's sailing downwind. He's got the wind at his back, meaning it's blowing from behind him. And us, we're sailing upwind. So we've got the wind coming from in front. And with the Genoa, it's working fine. We'd do better with a good mainsail. But well, poor thing, we're not going to try to take it out because really, I didn't have a camera last time. But when we took that thing out, damn, it was a nightmare to get it back in afterward. The thing, it's tearing everywhere. It's a wreck, so it's a disaster. No way. Hey, it's incredible. This is Sorel. I'll leave some shots and music and we'll meet when we arrive. In the back, it's lifted up a little. Just stop it. I'm up front, and it's rising a lot anyway. Yeah. Loves it. Come on, a little over a meter now, it's picked up. We're still well within the sailboat's limits. Let's move to the back. I'm a bit clumsy, it's not... No way. Very generous in China. Floats for France. It's fine. She's the 2127. Let's go. There you go. There's the inside. But you see, I'll still show you this quickly. Here's the kitchen where you cook. The stove is on a gimbal, so it always stays level no matter when the boat turns, it's on an axis. This one you can't cook at sea. Here, there's the bunk, a table that opens, a cabin in front, and another cabin down below in the back. Well, there you go. I'm not going to give you a full tour of this ship. Now we're going to keep catching the wind until we've passed Point de la Crede and we're just under the sail over there. Change course. Catch the wind and it will push us into the bay. So will we need to tack? That's not even certain because the wind seems to be shifting all the time. We're going to enter the bay with a crosswind pushing us in. That's most likely what will happen. We're currently on a beam reach, not close hauled. I'll show you. Points of sail chart, what we call points of sail in sailing. That means it's the different wind directions. Here, I have a little chart that explains what close hauled is. Close hauled, as I said, is when the wind comes from ahead. Running is when the wind comes from behind. This is really just to simplify and make it easy to understand. In sailing, I don't know why they make everything complicated. It's like the French language. It's too complicated for not much reason sometimes. Because in reality, sailing is much more complex than that. But I don't want to make a video that gives you a headache. So, we're going to keep the explanations pretty simple. After that, you're free to ask the internet, Google, if you have more questions. That's what we want. It's fine. There's no problem with that. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Now I'll show you the course we've taken here. Here's our current course. And now I'm going to show you the tilt. So I'm going to go down into the cabin now. Do we have the inclinometer here on a sailboat? There you go. This is the inclinometer, which shows the heel, how much the boat is tilted. Here in this case we're at, let's say, at most between, I'd say, 8 to 10 degrees of heel. Knowing that we can go, let's say, a maximum of 40 on this. After that it gets really dangerous. After that you could end up on your side, you know. That's the little explanation. So now it's moving a bit. By the way, if some of you remember, not long ago, about 3 weeks ago, there was a video that I edited here out at sea, actually. It brings back some memories. But yeah, this boat's nice and steady. Really nice and steady. That's for the heading and tilt, so you know our direction. You can see it here. I'll move the camera right and try to straighten it. There you go. You could clearly see that the mast is at a good 10 degrees. What's up? Yeah. You see the little yellow smiley there? Well, some people saw it on the channel. We did it 2 years ago. By the way, the video is on the channel for those who want to watch it. It's parasailing. But you know, 2 years ago, it was incredible. We went up to 150 meters above the Bay du Brusque. The guide, really, he was showing us, he was on the cable. It was a crazy mosquito adventure. The view up there is amazing. I highly recommend parasailing. It's very cool. And hey, we're feeling great here, right? There you go. Yeah, it's incredible. But we're actually making good progress. I'm trying, you know, look, I took out the GPS. Go ahead, look at how much we are. So I don't know what we'll see on the screen with the sun and everything, but knowing that yes, we're only on the Genoa, we're missing a sail. Right now we're doing about 3 knots. There, now we're arriving at the cove, so of course we're going to hit the currents and everything that will slow the boat down a bit. You can see with the sea that's starting to rise. And often at the crossing of the cove it's always a bit rough, you know. After that it's fine. Yeah, it's actually pretty manageable from time to time, but yeah. You can immediately see that it's become a bit less calm. There you go. We're going to grab the rifle. The sail is moving. We might have some trouble at the cove. That's how it is. It's the sea. The bottom isn't completely flat. It's not a swimming pool after all. Here it's nature, it's the elements. You see, as they say, it's not man who takes to the sea, it's the sea that takes the man. We'll try to head toward Bandor. Well, clearly it's really the sea that takes you. We can try to stick to Bandor. Yeah, we can try. So Bandor, as Jimmy explains to us, is an island that belongs to Paul Ricard. There you go, and you can barely see it. It's just a dot in the universe. But it's an island that belongs to Paul Ricard, the guy who invented Ricard, you know, the competitor to Pastaga, which is a drink I find disgusting. By the way, I don't know how you people can drink that. The colors. Careful, because here we have a pastis fan with us. It's true that for me, no, anything that's anise flavored is just not possible. But there you go, he's a guy who made a fortune with his Ricard drink. He bought what's now known as the Paul Ricard Islands, including Zombiers, which was just a rock then. He bought Bandor, an even smaller rock. He built hotels, spas, tourist attractions, ports, and everything for pleasure boaters. And honestly, it's cool, you know, so they're private islands, but you can go there, you know. You just have to take a shuttle. The ticket is about 20 bucks. It's a shuttle. It's a shuttle kind of like the one over there. It's those big boats over there that take you to the island. And then over there are restaurants. There's plenty to do. You can rent catamarans. That's actually why we came to Zombie in the first place. It was to rent a catamaran. Bad luck, we can't do it. There are too many people. It's complicated. Well, but it's okay. Fortunately, Jimmy has a sailboat. He'll still go sailing. He'll still make a video there. Because actually we have a lot of spots to go do some urban exploration, but it's way too hot, guys. It's just not possible. We're dying here. It's 50 degrees in the shade. We can't do it. We can't go do urbex in the morning in those buildings. It's like 1,000 degrees. We could do them at night when it's cooler, but those neighborhoods are sketchy and cops arrive in 5 minutes. It's not worth it. That's it. So we'd be making a video that would never even come out, since the SD cards would mean dealing with the police and we'd spend days in custody. It's not the best plan. Look over there. Hey, look, he's moving forward, that guy, right? Idiot! Then, he's moving forward. He's moving forward. He must be doing 12, 15 knots. I want faster than that, but he's doing well still. On the other hand, yeah, you can see, wow, it's really taking off up front, right? You can see they're really getting hammered. Then you can see it's starting to pick up a bit. There, you can see the sea is starting to get a little rough. I don't know how it looks on the GoPro because I'm filming this kind of on the fly, right? I can't see anything on the camera screen. I don't know what you guys are seeing. Me, I can't see a thing. Well, you have to see them, you know? Yeah, I need to try to get a bit closer to the waves to really show you, but let's try something. Let's try something. Wait, I rigged something up with a tripod and some string. I'll try to show you a bit. I can't, you'll see because I can't see anything right now. I'm filming this and of course we're in a dead calm now. There's no wind at all. Now we can see it's starting to rise a bit. Whoa, a nice sea swell. It's rising a bit. Come on, if you get seasick, don't watch this video because you're going to feel nauseous. That's a wave at level 3000. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Wow. I'm telling you, it's starting to lift a little bit. You see, look. Yeah, it's still calm actually, huh? It's okay, huh? We've seen much worse than that, huh? How it suddenly picked up. Look at those nice waves it makes. Wow, that... It's really digging in. We've got a solid meter established. It's normal. Once we reach the point, that's it, the tip of the cove. You know, there's the marker, the yellow and black marker over there that tells you there's an obstacle out at sea. Actually, at the bottom, there are huge rocks there and you could crash right into them. Right now, we're sailing close hauled, so the wind is right in our face. The Genoa is struggling to push the boat, yet it's still making good progress. And even so, yeah, we're still making headway. It seems weird, physically impossible even, because the wind is coming straight at us, yet the sail is still filling. A sailboat can move forward into the wind. That's what's so crazy about it. Pretty rare, really. Yeah, now let's look at this heading. It makes me... Well, it's clear that if we keep our current heading, we're going to have a problem. Actually, the wind is coming from right in front of us, and we're tending to head right towards the rocks. So the idea is either we manage to keep this heading and we get a bit lucky and we make it past the point and get pushed in. Otherwise, we're going to have to tack. So we're going to steer the boat slightly here to port so that the wind comes from starboard. So we'll be close hauled on starboard tack basically. And at that point we'll tack. When we've tacked, our sail will be on the other side. And then we'll be able to head more toward Eagle's Beak, which we can start to see over there, the point sticking out of the mist, and then come back with the wind abeam into the bay. Afterwards, well, that's a nice theory. Now in practice, it's not always what we want. For now, let's go there. For now, we're getting back to it. We're moving forward a bit. Well, we're not going very fast here. We're at 2 knots. Nothing crazy, but we're not going wild. Cross current facing the wind. We're in the worst situation you can have with a sailboat without a mainsail, trying to go upwind here. But he's handling it well, Pepin, surprisingly. Look at what we're about to get hit with. All right, here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it's okay, actually, yeah. He made us go through 2-meter dips, but it's fine. We didn't really suffer from them that much. But now he messed up our momentum. We were doing well upwind. And now we end up being really close to that crap over there. Knowing that we really have to avoid it, because underneath there's really no depth there. We must not go in. We must not hit it, you know. But actually, if the wind stays steady and we keep our course close to the wind, we can get past the cove. And now the problem is that we're in the doldrums. So if the cove broke into the wind, suddenly the doldrums, that means there's no more wind at all. Now we've stopped completely. We talked too much. No, look, no, we're moving, we're getting going again. Look, we're getting going again, we're getting going again, we're getting going again. We've got the doldrums, we're getting going again. Yeah, but there's still the cove. It's a mess here. The cove is a bit annoying since it just stops suddenly in front for no clear reason. It's kind of mystical. Hey, look, the wind's picking up again. Yeah, because there are more jokes and yeah, but we're playing dangerously, guys. We're playing very dangerously. Afterwards, worst case scenario, if we really see that it's a struggle, we can always drop the sail, start the engine, give it a push and get back there. I'm confident. We're going to make it through. We can clearly see the light patch. We can see the light patch is kind of light green there. Well, that's the shallow area. And right there, well, there's not even a meter, knowing that our sailboat has a draft of 1.70 meters plus the swell on top of that. With 2 meters of swell, when you're in the waves trough, you're 2 meters lower. 2 meters plus 170 means you need at least 370 to avoid hitting bottom in those conditions. But here you don't have that. It's fine though. We've passed the cove. It's perfect. We're passing it very slowly, but there you go. Slowly but surely, as they say. Slowly but surely. Anyway, guys, we'll all be together at Christmas. Don't worry. I'm going to head back up front.
Idiot.
Without getting my ass in the water, that would be nice. No, I'll put myself at the bow there, There and here, you're really gonna see how rough the sea is. I'm not cheating, okay? Look, the thing is stuck to my hand, and I'm not cheating, okay? It's not my arm that's going up, okay? It's really the waves. Woohoo, 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 yahoo. Look. The big dip there. Come on, Bam. We move forward. We're not moving very fast, but we're moving forward calmly. And we would be doing at least 5, maybe 7 knots there with the mainsail. There you go, that's good, best even. But with the mainsail in Genoa, we're moving much better. All right, there you go, the GoPro stopped. It overheated the damn thing. I'm telling you, it's 50 degrees, so it's having a hard time. It sucks because it shut off at the worst time. That guy passed in front of us, then another. We got hit by mixed waves and our faces smashed in. Incredible. It's a shame none of that got recorded. That sucks. I'll swap the battery, let it cool, and see what happens. The tip of the cove that we passed. Here's the magnificent Bay of Bandol. You can see the cranes over there. That's Bandor Island, so the second island of Paul Ricard. And there's that beautiful racing sail. That's X80. And then there you go. We're using carbon, the idiot. Yeah, we're using carbon. We're using carbon. There. You see the difference? There. He has a carbon sail, a Kevlar sail. That thing weighs half as much as ours. I'm not even telling you how fast he goes. There. Amazing. He's moving 3 times our speed in the same wind. On the other hand, yeah, it's moving more now. It's starting to pick up and we're heading toward Bandor. And now let's hope we don't get a jet ski in the face, because there are some guys doing all kinds of stupid stuff. Those big idiots. One day we'll do some crazy stuff on that too, if you're up for it. Yeah, the others are coming now. Well, if he hits the hull, that guy's done for. That's what happens if he falls, right? That's right, because, well, the old guy there, he weighs 5 tons after all. We're going to turn gently to head into the bay. We're going to switch to the other side of this cruise ship. We're not going to crush the solar panel. Careful, we're not going to go overboard either. Right now, we're still level with Bandol. Here we have the port of Bandol. And now we're gently turning the boat. We're trimming our Genoa. And now we're going to head gently in front of the bay over there to find a nice little anchorage and go for a swim. I'll show you what's down there. Let's do the math. On the small aft deck. Ouch, be careful not to fall in. There's something silly, but it's nice. There's this thing you can do on a sailboat, get dragged along in the water. Basically, you tie yourself to a chain, you let yourself be dragged behind. And I'm thinking about doing it now. I've never done that before. Where is she then? Pretty good. The thing is, if I let go, well, the boat is going at 3 knots. So if I let go, it's going to leave me behind pretty quickly. And right now, we're moving forward. We're actually really far from the beach. If I have to swim back, it's going to be a bit annoying, but I'll put the ladder down now, but we'll see. Yeah, let's set up the ladder first. I'll hand the camera to the camera woman. See how she got upset? She often gets fired up like a real vulture. Here, hold the stone on the way. Like that, you put it directly in the... You go behind the... You have to stop me there. Yeah, and you keep going all the time. There you go. It's going really fast behind. Wait, because it shouldn't turn off. Let me explain something, because the GoPro is getting too hot. It's overheating. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't be as hot on the backside. Take that off. Take that off! Don't lose me along the way, guys. Right now, I just need to get going first. You're really fired up though, you know? I've never done this. Guys, I'm getting into something crazy here. You know, I've never done this. Being dragged behind a sailboat. I'm climbing the ladder, but it's already drifted far away. There are so many things, you know, all this nonsense.
You know, but if you get caught behind with that... No, wait. I'll try to get my foot on the ladder first.
To brace myself against something. You want some safety, bro. What? That's what I've done with my life here. What safety are you talking about, huh? I'm in a mess right now. I'm starting to pull my legs out. Well, yeah. That's it. You guys have a comic book thing going on. Yeah. And now I'm pulling myself up to the edge here, and there we go. Calm down. Okay, I'm in. Look, I'm getting used to you. I'm going to end up naked, Leon. No, but it's really great, isn't it? But seriously, I'm going to end up naked. I should have tied a knot before. I'm going to get taken over there. Wait, I'm holding my Riatra with one hand. I'm holding the ladder with the other. I'm living my life on my computer. Terrible! They managed to tie my pants, but you're going too far. I'm really going to end up naked. Wait. I'm going to settle on the ladder and tie my thing back up. The things you have to do at sea, my God. Tie the damn thing back up before you end up with your bare ass hanging out.
On top of that, the wind is dying down.
All right, we're good. I'm good here, really. I've got it cool here. I'm good. We're at Brute, not Brittany Island. Okay, I'm going to rearm. I'm going to get into squeeze mode, but I really don't like it. That's awesome. All right, but after that, I can even go pee. It's perfect. It got me. You can stretch your back. There's nothing better. It massages everywhere. Honestly, it's amazing. I'm giving myself a lymphatic drainage massage right now. It feels great. Turning on the beds could really make a difference, maybe, right? Wait, I'm going to move further away. Look, there it is, by the way. The python there. Ole, that's it. Now I'm in a dangerous spot. If I miss, I won't have any more steps after this. I'm not sure I can swim at 3 knots. You're strong. Honestly, if I let go, I don't think I'll catch up with you. I think if I let go, I'm done for. You take the last step, mess up, it's Benazakudi, you catch the last one. If I let go, I'm done. We rely too much on video. So, I'm being dragged behind a sailboat in the middle of the Mediterranean. This experience is weird though, so at any moment I'm basically shark bait. We're at the end of this tack. No, but not right now. My feet are in it. There are lots of things flying around. He's fixing his hair in the thing and in the stuff. Well, oh! It's good. So, we started the engine. Because now we're going to get stuck. There's no more wind. We'll have to roll up the Genoa. I'll give you the maneuver again to release the sheet. You keep the tension.
Go ahead and roll it up. It's good.
And that's gonna furl the Genoa. Give her some slack or she can't furl it. Right. Give some slack, give some slack. There you go. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. And it's rolling up. There you go. So now we're furling our Genoa. To put it away. There you go. Easy. Everything is going well. It's pulling. It's easing off. It's pulling, then easing off. It's okay, go ahead. It's okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's really good. Go ahead. Again. Again, it's okay. It'll be fine. There you go. A little spin. It's good. It's all wrapped up. I'll go behind. So now I'm going to take in the slack in your sheet. There we go. So it's pulling back a bit right there. There you go. Like that. And we're just going to block it there like that. There you go. Now we're all set. And now we're good. We're using the engine. Once we're in that bay, we'll stop. That towed swim was great. I've dreamed for so long of swimming while being pulled by a sailboat. It's so funny, really. There's something else we could do. We need to take out the bosun's chair. The bosun's chair is what lets you hoist a guy up to the top of the mast when you need to do some work. You can release your mast chair even when the boat is heeled over. The guy ends up hanging from the mast and you do a Tarzan move with your butt in the water. I'd love to try it, but we can't today because there's not enough wind to heel. You need a 20-degree heel or you'll crash into the hull. We'll try crazy things like that someday. If you enjoy sailing videos, adventure and stuff out at sea, stay tuned. Tell us on the channel if you want more or if it annoys you so we can stop making them. There you go. Below he's parachuting. Woohoo! Here, they're bringing them in. Actually, it's on the boat. They have a winch that reels them in to make them land. So they're going to land on the boat. So yeah, you take off and land from the boat right there. I feel like, yeah, they're bringing them down. We might actually watch a live landing out at sea. You'll see, it's gonna be funny. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in with the GoPro. And there you go, they're catching them. Catching them! They always have you dip your feet in the water before picking you up again. There you go, a little splash. And there you go, they're on the boat, here we go. Successful landing, bravo, bravo, bravo. Really, that's something, the parasailing at sea. If you ever get the chance to try it, go try this crazy thing. Honestly, it's really cool. Throwing a GoPro from a parachute, that could be funny. Well, someone will have to catch it afterward. You need a guy down below, you know. You need someone to catch it. That could be funny. There are some wild things you can do at sea. No, let's drop anchor for a while. All right, let's go, bye. That's it. Oh! We're in a beautiful sandy bay with a sandy bottom. It's perfect for anchoring. You shouldn't anchor if there are rocks or seaweed. In rocks, the anchor doesn't catch. And in seaweed, it doesn't catch and you just rip everything up, which is completely stupid. The seaweed. You're tearing up the beautiful seaweed. And that's a shame. Especially since it's protected in the Mediterranean. Posidonia to be exact. We call it salad, but that's just a joke, you know? It's actually Posidonia. It's a marine grass that's protected in the Mediterranean. So you have to be careful. We're fine here. As you can see, the seafloor is just sand. So we're going to gently turn the boat so that we're always facing into the wind. Neutral gear. Let's go. Now we just have to wait for the bow to face the wind and for the boat to stop. Then we'll stop it with a good 10 or 15 meters of chain because we have 5 meters of depth here. Normally you need 3 times the water depth to have a secure anchorage. Right now the sea is calm. The sea is calm. You can get away with letting out only twice the depth. So 5 meters for the anchor to reach the bottom and another 5 to keep it stable. We're already at the bottom. Well, it's 5 meters, you know, it goes down fast, you know. There you go. The anchor is vertical and we're right above it. Now we let out the line. Yeah, it's good, go ahead. We're going to let out another good 5 meters. And there you go. And now we're going to install what we call the snubber line. It's a small carabiner with a line that will actually help relieve the chain. Actually, it's the one that will take the tension on the boat so it can be tied to the cleats. Those are the solid points to anchor the boat. That actually prevents pulling on the windlass. If you have an electric windlass, the windlass is a motor that lets you raise the anchor electrically. If the chain stays tight and bangs all day, the motor will eventually fail. So actually what we're doing here is putting on a snubber line to release the chain. And now the tension is on this line here, on this cleat. And you see the chain is completely free. That way you don't put too much strain in there. It prevents breaking things that are very expensive. Because a windlass costs 2,000 bucks. And if you have to replace it, well, that really hurts. Plus it's a pain to replace. There you go, our anchorage. Awesome spot in Bandol. There you go, right in front of the beach there. The Golden Beach, which is right there. There you go. The viaduct here. From the Aran Bridge there, which is magnificent. Here behind you have Sainte-Marie-sur-Mer. La Craie, which we just passed. So we came from all the way back there behind. Right. We passed the whole cove. We actually did some sailing, when you think about it. We didn't leave that long ago. And that's everything we've already done under sail in just 1 hour. It's crazy. You have to realize that in 1 hour we've covered, I don't know, 20 kilometers under sail. It's totally free, you know? It's still incredible, you see. Here we've got Jimmy, who's about to jump into the water. He can't take it anymore. Come on, take a dip. Yahoo! And by the way, we're going to join him right now. Yahoo! There you go. We were in the coves last week. It wasn't this salty, I swear. Now we've got enough distance to show you this cruise ship. Because honestly, it's huge. It's a big one, that's for sure. This big guy is actually slim, as you can see here. You can see all of him. The big blue one. Did you see? There's the big blue one, number 2. There you go. And well, now you have to salt people up. But it's good, but we're really comfortable. All right, I'm gonna get something to float with, because right now I've got one hand and the camera, it's complicated. Stung. So there you go, we found a good anchorage. I'll show you where the anchor is set. Look. It's almost like a boulder. There you go. I don't know if you managed to see the anchor and the keel of this big baby.
Come on, come on.
So, I don't know, I have a theory, but is it because it's really saltier than usual here, but it's only on the surface, not at the bottom? Is it really because of that? I'm getting beaten up here. Is it due to the evaporation of the water on the surface, which makes the salt concentrate and it's saltier? Or is it due to another phenomenon? I don't know.
There might be some people who are knowledgeable in this field on the channel who could explain this to me.
Honestly, I swear, this year the Mediterranean is twice as salty as usual here at the end of the season. It's like a salt bath. It feels like the Dead Sea here. Normally I don't float.
Normally I don't float when I'm lying on my back in the water.
This year I float. That's not normal. I'm like a rock. Usually I sink. This year I float. That's clear proof that it's saltier than usual. Well, it feels good. Come on, right? We put the little ones, we put the Genoa sheets to block the tiller. That's what keeps it in line. Otherwise the rudder will bang against the hull all day, and that's not good. So, the rudder is what we can call the rudder. You know, it's that big thing under the water that lets us turn.
Which is controlled by this, what we call a tiller.
Well, I won't have much to show you underwater, because, well, I didn't bring a mask for one. And here we're really in a sandy bay, so there are a few schools of fish, but not much else. Since I don't have a mask, my underwater visibility is limited.
But that's not a big deal.
But there it is, a little floating couch right there, drifting along in the wave right there. Wahoo! I have one for the boat. Someday we'll do something crazy like that too. It could be hilarious. But they're just on a couch. That cracks me up. A little Mediterranean tradition I can't resist when I'm out on a boat at sea. It's the chocolate donut.
It's backlit, but who cares? It's so good.
No, but is it good? So I'm eating a donut at the worst possible moment.
That is to say, there's a boat towing an inflatable tube that just circled around us. I mean, you see what's about to hit us right now.
Ole, we'll see how he handles them, but at any moment he could handle them very well.
It's being a bit stubborn, though. It's being a bit stubborn, but it's okay.
All right, we have a problem. Jimmy popped his float. We patched it up with this.
It's painter's tape, usually used for masking before anti-fouling. Anyway.
The Fetec thing with its strips of tape, for now it's floating. Now let's place bets. So how long before it goes pish and sinks? Look, this is the beginning. It's bubbling. But hey, that's the water trumpet. So, put your bets in the comments. How long do you think it'll take to sink? What time is it exactly right now? 3:59 p.m. It's 3:59 p.m. I'll film again once it splashes. Comment your guesses on how long it'll take to sink.
So it's been 5 minutes.
And as you can see, it's starting to sink. That's not true. No way. I think you lost half your air in there and it was replaced by water. I can see bubbles in there, though it's too far to see up close now. That's a shame. They're beautiful boats. That was just a little comment. But that's it. It flipped over. There, guys, he says it's not punctured. There you go. It lasted 6 minutes. And now we're going to watch a parachute take off. And here we go. There you go. They're no longer in the boat. So we won't see them right away. They have to get past the height of the buildings first. There it is. They're going up, and oh, there you go. We can see them in the sky. It's completely flat. Yeah. He said there was a hole but didn't believe me. Now we're picking a citrus fruit and throwing it into the foam pit. There are dolphins twice. We can't jump into the foam pit there. I have an idea. It pops the foam for you. Well, it's fine. You see, only the tail didn't get drowned.
Come on, guys, especially with me.
There you go.
There. Damn, this one isn't very clear.
Hey, your float isn't stable at all. And mine, it doesn't move. Come on, we're on the couch here. Yes, Grandpa, why is that? Whoa! I'm going to have him beaten up, you idiot.
Wow, cool. What a vibe. Hello, Jimmy.
Jimbo, you're far away.
Again.
It's the guy with his float over there. He made big circles around us and now we're getting wrecked. I'm moving away. They're drifting. I'll show you what's under the surface there. You'll see it's not complicated. It's a desert. There's nothing. There you go, you've seen the bottom of the Bay of Bandol. Not very interesting, huh, the Bay of Bandol? It's good for anchoring because it's just sand, but if you want to see fish or reefs, there's not much. There, you can find quite a few schools of fish and seagrass beds along the cove and on the other side. But otherwise, you have to go to the Calanques National Park or Port Cross National Park. Over there, I think there's a wild Jimmy who's coming back to me on a pool noodle. So there you go. I'll get back to you when we're on the boat, and we're gonna head out for a little trip a bit later. It's leaning, there's a swell, boss. Boarding, and I don't want to go underneath, okay? Hey, why are you going underneath? Actually, he took a ladder, Jimmy. The first step is missing, so he put another ladder on top, but it's stuck between the two now. It's a mess. It's a disaster, it's too good. Ah! I'm going to get knocked out by a sailboat, damn idiot. Wow, I'm suddenly being lifted up because they're all circling around me, they're messing around. It was impossible to get out of there. We're going to pull up the anchor. The wind has picked up like crazy. The sea's starting to pick up. Whoa, damn, I'm gonna hit my head. So we're going to take this opportunity to cast off, well, to pull up the anchor. So we're going to remove the snubber line, pull up the whole chain by hand. Well, it's okay, it's only 10 meters. We're going to head due south-southwest, close hauled. We're going to try to get past Bendor Island over there, and then we'll tack. To catch the wind on a downwind course. From the side, actually, we'll be more on a beam reach, I'd say, and then we'll go back the other way, which will bring us back to the port. All of this is a nice theory. We'll see how it goes in practice. But it's going to be fine, don't worry, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. Okay. It's really stuck in the sand, huh? Yeah. That's the point at the same time. Yeah, that was the point. When your anchor comes up like that, it means you were really anchored. The sea started to rise a little. Of course, the wind is picking up and the sea is rising, but this is our best window to go. We're leaving this beautiful Bandol Bay. Wow. I almost messed with people, it's unbelievable. Oh. We may get a shower or two, but with this breeze we're fine here. Anyway, the bow of a sailboat is the best place. So, when the sea is calm, because otherwise it's the place where you get everything in your face, but right now it's not too rough, it's okay. But honestly, this place is amazing. You are incredible. There's wind. It's hot, that's why it's acting crazy. We still have 35 to 40 degrees right now, it just keeps getting hotter. Here, you can clearly see the cranes on Bendor Island, which is under construction. We'll visit and tour the Ricard Island someday. I need to show you, since even though I go to Mbias Island often, we've never truly explored it. And now you'll get a closer look at what we missed today. That's what we wanted to rent and couldn't get, it's a shame. Go right into the port, that's it, look at that. How many of those little Hobie cats are there? That's an Hobie Cat 15. That's so cool, it's more beautiful than ever. Look, it's tacking. 5 of them went under the sails. There you go, it currently has a mainsail and jib. And it works well. Right, there's not a cop in sight, right, there's nothing at all. There's no fish control, but you can see it's really picking up now. Come on, woohoo, 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 it's magnificent, magnificent. Just like kids. It's incredible, he's such a kid. Well, we're basically 35-year-old kids. At the same time, age is all in your head, you know. Me, I'm 20 years old. I got stuck, I had a problem. The parachute is right above us. Come on. As I say that, we get hit by a wave. Again, it's the parasailing boat's waves. It's just up there. Ahoy there! Hi, it's grain for cuckoo. It's moving really, I still have the money because we're going to have to make a maneuver. We're going to put out the Genoa. So wait, I'm going to come back here because the wind is really pounding right now. Okay, it's sliding underneath. It's sliding underneath. All very good. There you go. So we open it. We're going to unfurl the Genoa a bit to see how it fills, how we catch the wind. And I think we're going to be pretty good. We really have the wind. It's coming from over there, from the cranes. Tighten the Optimus.
That doesn't mean anything at all, but we don't care.
It's the winch. You've never reached it. The wind's strong there. We'll cut, then cut into the wind. Let's go, comrade. Yeah, I know. We're doing it now, boss. We're close.
We're doing it now.
There you go, and there you go. Things are lining up well. We'll need to winch them here.
Come on, we need to use the winch handle. You won't make it otherwise. Come on, pull there. There, he's pulling there.
So the winch, that's it. It's this kind of pulley that helps us tighten the Genoa sheets. Otherwise, doing it by hand is impossible. You can't imagine the force in there. There's more than 600 kilos of force in those. Enough to rip the sail off. And we're trying to trim it. That means tighten it. It's trimmed well, but needs a bit of braiding at the top, rounded. I need to adjust it. I need to go do a little thing there, but the problem is how much it's moving. I might not be able to go. It's really not finished, but it's too far. Yeah, it's too far above the water there.
I should have gone more southwest, I think. Yeah. With the little guy, we'll try to contact him. Yes?
Come on, little sailor. Hoist the sails, sailor. Sailor. Anyway, here, it's kind of a mess. It's always a bit chaotic, you know.
It's not a miracle. It's not very pleasant. You see, now the sail's starting to pull again.
Anyway, as soon as we pass the point, we'll let out the whole Genoa. So now we've put the engine in neutral. That means it's still running, but it's not pushing anymore. We've locked the propeller. It's just to keep it safe.
So we don't have to restart it if there's a problem.
We're not sure we can get past the tip of the cove. Actually, we've got a bit of wind, but it's kind of a crappy wind right now. We thought we'd catch the right wind, but we didn't manage to. It's just that the wind keeps changing all the time, actually. Yeah, I'll get back to you when we're fully under sail. And there you have it. We're under sail now.
We're going to finish opening the rest a bit, I think, soon. So I need to raise the water level. We've got a bit of leeway here. Yeah, we've got a bit of leeway. Hold on, I'm going to pass the camera. Because, you know, at some point the slackers won't do anything on the boats because they're not going to leave it. They're going to get worried. Just a minute. He's even above that. We might not be able to do things. We're going to get the order taken from us.
A bit ahead of the others. One more. We're doing well.
Now we're going to take this off. Let's take it off. Come on, Wally.
It's good. We're the sailboat that almost couldn't pass anymore. It's well adjusted. It's well trimmed.
We're heeling like crazy.
We passed the Carrot and the tip of the sea from the Chris over there, and we can almost touch the water from the boat. You can touch the water there. Look how much it's heeling. Look closely there.
There we have our heading. Heading, changing tack. We're going to position ourselves there. Yeah, right there. Actually, your butt is almost in the water there. And there, you're basically right on top of it.
We're at 5 knots, huh? Over 5 knots.
5.5 knots.
With only the Genoa out. Just imagine when it puts up its sails on a beam reach.
Yeah, it's not bad. Honestly, we're not struggling. The weather's fine. It's pretty good. We're doing well, yeah. There are things fighting everywhere. Things are falling over there. Well, they're passing by. I don't know. But that's not a big deal. Yeah, so we're healing hard. Everything's falling over in there. No, but you can show it. Tidy up. Everything's wide open. Glass. Everything's on the floor. There you go. It's normal, you know, at the same time. That's just how it is. We're taking crazy waves, crazy waves. There, my nose is fine. We're good, we're good. I'm stuck. Hopla! Come on! Ah, there we go. Hola, 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 we go. Hola. But hopla, Merskone is right there. See that? There you have Ruvo Island, and next to it, Zombiers Island, and that's where we're going now. We're about to hit a trough here. Wait, that one is coming. Come on, Oli. Ooh, come on, come on. Subtitle by Société Radio-Canada. This is still really great. You can see it's a proper sea out here, you know. And despite everything, we're making good progress. You know, we're at 5.5 knots, almost 6 knots with just one Genoa, not even fully out. You know, we still have 5 tons of Genoa left there on the furler, so we could still let out more. The thing is, we're not going to let out too much. We've limited ourselves to that. Actually, roughly speaking, we've put 3 reefs in the Genoa. That's it. Taking a reef means rolling up a bit of the sail, basically reducing the sail area. You can reef the mainsail. 1, 2, or 3 reefs, meaning you have markers on your sail. You can roll it up to the first marker, second marker, third marker. And the more reefs you take, the smaller your sail becomes. It catches less wind, but you need to do that when the wind is stronger. Otherwise, after a while, you'll tear off the mast and everything else. So you have to be careful. It's the end of the day now. It's almost 6 p.m. It was announced that it would pick up from 6 p.m. Well, the weather forecast was right, you see. The wind just picked up, so I'm not sure if you can hear it or even me talking. I have no idea how this video will turn out. It could be a disaster at any moment. I have no idea. I didn't bring a mic, and I know GoPro sound isn't great. Anyway, goodbye. But right now we're good. We're out in the sun. There's some wind. We're making good progress. It's cool. There, the sail wasn't working anymore. Now it's well adjusted. We're properly trimmed. I said to trim 2 turns. I did 4, you know. I knew we needed to trim more. And there you go, you know, we're moving forward slowly but surely. I can't show you that view because the Genoa blocks it. You have to come and see over here. And over there we have, well, the whole coastline. And it's the same, it's the Bay of Six-Fours and Le Brusque. We're heading into the Bay of Ambiez now. And join, that's it, the Ricard Center. And why not go have a little drink too, why not? I'm not really a fan of that, but Jimmy drinking a Ricard, me, I'd have a cocktail, a mojito or something like that. I actually prefer mojitos much more. That's it, just in case, as a backup, because for me it's worth it. That's it, at least. Same, it's right there. It's back there. Do you hear that? Did you hear that? It sounds like it. The wave, the sound of the wind, and that's all. It's incredible. Well, there's a bit of talking in the background, so it's fine, but it's still nice not to have an engine roaring in your ears for hours. We just got back from 3 or 4 days at sea. We only used our motorboat. Oh my God. With 200 horsepower, that's pretty good. You go 25 knots, you move fast. But at the end of the day, your head feels as big as a watermelon. The damn thing purrs pretty loud, but we're happy. It works well, this machine. Sailing offers a unique pleasure, letting you rediscover nature's joys. You rediscover things and take your time when sailing. There's no stress. Sailing requires patience. Because, well, it's the wind that decides. It's nature that decides where you go, when you go, how you go. Whether you'll get there quickly or not, whether it's going to be comfortable or not, it's the sea that decides all that. It's not you. And on one hand, it's pleasant. On the other hand, it's a little scary too.
Because, well, you never know. You see, the sea it's the sea. You can't control it. It's an element, water, that's still uncontrollable and that can sometimes be very violent, very dangerous. Here, we're living our lives in the hands of Mother Nature. That's it. And that's also what makes it enjoyable in a way. It's the adventure, you know, the real thing, the adventure. Normally you don't...
Well, we'll settle for it like this. Look at me. Don't let go. Yeah, actually, he can go. He makes the pack. He's good. You can roll up and he
Can fold.
the sails. He's right behind. He's focusing. He's right behind.
He's focusing. He's in the right. You see the labels behind. We have a baby in Tema Eyole Paha.
Here it is. Here's the label. Here's the boat. Voila, the last time he fixed it again. Voilà. Et là, tu peux le remettre, le reborder un tout petit peu. Alors. If we go again on my edge, you have the label. Voila, the label.
No.
That I have one me. I know that I have one there. We're good.
There, we're nice and tight everywhere. Come on, all sheeted in there. It needed more, it's nicely filled. We're perfect now. We're on course to go to the Zombies. It's perfect, it couldn't be better. We're gonna head back to the port.
Under sail.
There, clearly, that's it. Come on, I'm messing things up.
Right.
It's okay, come on, this beautiful view we have from up there. Wow. With that guy over there under full sail, he's unique. It's also great for sailing.
It's time you weren't arguing anymore.
Yeah, it's the regatta sailboats, basically a cruiser racer. They move much faster than we do, but they have more sails out, and he even has batten sails, that idiot. Yeah, his sail is flapping because it's not trimmed right. See, everyone took advantage of the wind. All the sailboats behind us are headed for the harbor. Like I said, with sailing, it's not you who decides when to go in or out, it's the sea, it's the wind. And now, well, people understood that the gust of wind at the end of the evening, end of the day, well, they took advantage of it. Because there's a good chance that as soon as evening comes, the wind will die down. Once the wind dies, you're stuck and must rely on the engine. But they're fine there. They're downwind. Because the wind is coming really from over there now. So we're almost at 180 degrees. We're on a broad reach with the wind at our back, coming from starboard. You can see that the sails have filled up nicely. Now he's cheating a bit. He has what's called battened sails. Basically, the sails have battens inside to make them rigid. That way they keep their shape much better. They catch the wind much better. Well, the Genoas are on furlers, so they can't be battened. Same for the mainsail, really. You can't roll up battens. It's dumb, right? It's not the same system. Actually, there are two systems. There are systems like this with an in-mast furler where the sail rolls up inside. You see, the sail is rolled up inside. Or on a forestay like this, a Genoa furler where it rolls up around an axis. And then there are the systems with real sails, as we call them. Actually, it's here. Here you have the sail that comes down onto this into a bag that you store along the boom. All along this, here, there. And then you have to hoist the sail. So you pull a line that will raise the sail up all the way to the top of the mast to hoist it. That one has a sail on a furler that's always hoisted and already attached at the top of the mast. And actually it's just rolled up inside it. And that's what will allow you to pull it out or roll it back in, actually. So Come on, man, it happens. You hoist a real sail, but with a sail on a furler you roll it into the mast. No, the mast furler. A little specialty of the two types of mainsails, a little maneuver.
You push it in, just you let it unroll just a little bit. There you go. Looks good. We'll let out some Genoa. That way it'll fill better and catch more from the front. Good. There you go. Actually, it started to warp a little at the top there. So now we've loosened it up a little, and now we're downwind. So the wind is really coming right in line with the boat from behind, so it's pushing us. That's when we're going to pick up the most speed. By the way, let's go take a look at the GPS. We'll see how fast we're going now with this tailwind and the Genoa out. Ole, this is quite a workout, all this nonsense. Hey! We're at 6 knots. We've gained a knot compared to before. We were almost at 7 when the thing turned on, but we lost it, just like that. Actually, maybe there's a gust pushing us a bit too. Actually, it was really the sunrise off the coast of Lacryde. We took advantage of a good wind to get here, and now it's kind of dying down, the wind. Well, now there's not much left. You see, we're getting to the marker by the Zombiers there. The island is just well ahead. That's the Zombiers Island, you see. There's the big hotel and everything. And, well, we're in an area where the wind is dying down a bit. Because actually we're protected by Ruvo Island, which is just behind us. It creates a strange area where the wind swirls here. And the currents that come back, actually, you have the currents coming from over there. You have the currents pushing from behind, and you have their backwash. And actually the currents crash against the rocks and the beaches over there. And then they come back, and that's what we're dealing with here. On top of that, there are quite a few boats passing in front of us, making waves across our path. So that slows us down even more, which means we're down to an honorable 3 or 3.5 knots. We had twice that just 5 minutes ago. As I was saying, when the mainsail provides the power, the difference is clear. They're doing 3.5 or 4 knots with a Genoa, but the other guy must have been at 5, 6, maybe even 7 knots when he passed us, about what we averaged before with both sails, especially his batten mainsail. Now he's far ahead. He left us behind so quickly, and just 2 minutes ago, he was right beside us. In only 2 minutes, he said ciao and left us 400 meters behind. He has a nearly new racing machine worth 200,000 euros. We can't compete with that. We can't compete. But we're not here to race. We don't give a damn about that. Come on, that's Bavaria over there cheating because he's using both the mainsail and the engine. What a cheater. He's a cheater. He turned on the engine. There, you can hear the noise. Those are Navy planes flying over there. You know, I'm going to have to go over there. Dumb. I'm healing dangerously today, folks. I'm doing it to show you things. And yeah, it's crazy, you know. And Mask, it's beautiful. They don't fly very fast or high. I'll probably end up with a soaked butt today. It's fine, let the farmers through, everyone. It almost happened already, you know. It almost happened more than once, you know. Watch out for the boom when you're sailing. It's something that often smacks you in the face. I've experienced it myself, which is why I'm telling you. We started a small engine there. It's not the engine pushing us, it's just the boat's weight, you know. It's just that now we're going to pass the yellow buoys, the 300-meter ones. That means the 300-meter zone is already limited to 5 knots. Well, if we don't care, we won't go any faster. But mainly, we're entering the anchoring area. So that's where there are lots of boats anchored to spend the day or maybe the night. So, we're gonna have to squeeze through all of that. Except with a sailboat, like we told you, we can't just go wherever we want. We won't wait much longer to lower the sails, especially to furl the Genoa. And get back into the channel there between the red and green buoys to enter the port. Come on, we pull, we roll, we pull, we roll, we're in the port. Come on, let's furl a little bit. Go. Leave them there, let the sheets go. They roll up well, that's it. There you go, our course isn't stable anymore. Well, all of a sudden now we're starting to move, now that we don't have the Genoa to keep us upright anymore. There you go. There you go. All right, it's rolling, it's rolling, it's rolling. Another wrapping so they stay in place. All right, it's good. Our little sailors are doing well. Not too bad, huh? We're really slackers. We haven't done anything all day. I pulled one, I pulled a line, that's it. Right. Really, it's just a stroll. Yeah, in Vittel, it's me and I do everything on the boat. Everyone takes their turn. Go ahead. Here we are, the little anchorage at Zombiers Island. Well, there aren't many people left here. Everyone is heading back. Is he trying to cut it in half or what? No, it's fine. I've never understood those guys who pass way too close to you. If the slightest thing goes wrong, and damn, at sea that happens a lot, it's a disaster. Move along, you don't talk over each other, please. Give plenty of space. I keep my boat at least 50 meters from others.
And there are always those kinds of assholes, you know, who pass right by you. And imagine if the engine stalled right then.
We'd stop right in front of the guy and crash into him since he couldn't move. It's dangerous, that kind of thing. And unfortunately for us, in July and August in the region, that's all there is. Just those kinds of amateurs who don't know how to sail.
And guys, but forget it, they sail their boat 2 days a year, at most a week during vacation. They're the worst amateur sailors.
Because these guys, well, they never sail, so they just don't know how to sail. It's that simple. And us, we're out on the water, I won't say every day, but almost every day in the summer. And otherwise, on average, we do about 200 feet a week. So,
we're at the small port entrance and about to put out the fenders. There we go. That's to cushion the boat against other boats and the docks.
There you go, all the fenders are out on this side. We put the rest on the other side. There you go, the little port of Les Ombiers is really cute. We saw it, small, but I think there are 1,000 boats crammed in. It's incredibly chaotic. We call it the little port because, well, it's not the port of Toulon or Marseille either. Let's not get carried away. Well, we're going to go dock. I see the SD card is almost full. I hope I'll be able to film the end of this trip. It was a nice day for us and I found it pleasant. I hope you like this new short format on the channel. If you like it, we'll do more. If not, we'll do even more, right? Maybe I'll keep making a few more because I really like this format. I like making videos, something other than urbex. It changes things up a bit. That idiot over there, he's about to pass us really close. He just went by right there, that jerk. I don't know what's up with all these tourists. They're on vacation, but they're all in a hurry to get back. It's crazy. So now it's like a highway out here, right? And Jimmy has to back up to get into the spot because we can't go in forward, otherwise it's a mess. But at the same time, two are coming over there. One comes out from another spot, another comes up behind, and one wants to leave from elsewhere. It's August, like a highway, totally crazy. But well, we'll still manage to get out, right? There are so many people, like I said, at the same time, it's chaos. A mess. Keep going, keep going. Drive, inside, take your seat.
I said to reverse because actually if you go forward after that you can't manage to get into the spot. It's kind of a mess, this thing.
There you go, you see, you have to be careful because there are the mooring lines, there are the chains from the other boats. If you get caught on that, it's game over.
There you go, a good turn of the wheel, boom, 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 everything's fine, look at that. Like dad or mom or no dad, it's your choice, whatever you prefer. There, we're right in it, look, right on track, perfect.
So he's not this thing, huh? There are boats that never leave the dock that have just sat in the port for 150,000 years rotting and taking up space. They never go out, and we could use the spot for another boat, but we don't. And next to that, you have people who are on a waiting list for 25 years to get a spot in the port, while you have this kind of pile of crap there. It's horrible, it's pathetic. Clean up these damn ports in France, please, because half the spots in the port could be available for people who actually want to sail, and they're taken up by these kinds of disgusting eyesores that are rotting in the ports, and on top of that, they're polluting because they're completely falling apart inside. I mean, it's just a nightmare.
All right, let's tie all this up nice and tight. There we go, hop, hop, hop.
That way it won't just drift off on its own during the night or something.
The back is tied up, that's good. Now there's the southern port's specialty called the Pandil or Marseillaise. It means there's a rope tied to the dock that you have to fish out here. And once you've fished it out, you have to pull it all along the boat, all the way to the front, because actually the mooring lines to tie up the front of the boat are down in the water there.
Because yes, in the Mediterranean we don't really have what are called catwalks anymore. Catwalks are little floating docks that used to be next to each boat so you could walk and tie up your boat from the side.
And actually in the Mediterranean, well, there are so many boats, there's so little space that for at least 30 years we've removed all the catwalks to fit more boats.
And so the problem with these catwalks is that we end up not having any docks to tie up the boat next to it anymore, so in the end you have to go mussel fishing.
Yeah, if you take your boat out often, it's fine, they stay clean.
If you leave your boat in the water for 6 months without coming back, you'll find mussels all over the ends of those lines when you head out. It's a colony of mussels.
There you go, here are the mooring lines. He's going to grab them to tie up the front of the boat. There you go, step ashore, my little sailor. Welcome ashore. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a short format that's not very common on the channel, but there you go. If you liked it, let me know in the comments and we'll make more. If you were bored by it, let me know in the comments and we'll make more. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, take care guys, look after yourselves, enjoy the last days of vacation if you're still on break. If you're at work, good luck to you. I go back in 2 days. I'm going to die. See you soon in another video. Alright, bye.